we are myth busting. Again, we're talking about co-sourcing. Now, this seems to constantly crop up everywhere, and it's a constant comment on social media, across Facebook groups, WhatsApp groups, everywhere else. And I seem to be finding myself constantly saying to people, you can't do that, you have to do this. So I thought we'd myth bust again, but this time with a bit of a story behind it to make it more real for you. And I haven't made this story up, it's a fact, it's one that we've been helping and supporting. So, co-sourcing. A lot of courses, a lot of trainers, a lot of advisors across Facebook groups tell you that you can co-source without compliance in place in the beginning until you get enough cash to be able to get your compliance. Now, question one is, why would you be able to do it until you build up the cash to get compliant if you're not compliant in the first place? And question two is, don't do anything in business around anything unless you know for sure that what you're being advised is the case. Because it is your responsibility, and it is you that will get into trouble and get the fine through the post, and not the person that's advising you on Facebook or anywhere else. In the last 3 months or so, certainly this year, 3 sourcing agents have come to us, and they've each received fines from HMRC. And the fines were 2 at 1,500 and 1 at 1,700. How did that happen? How did HMRC find out? Well, when you join HMRC, they are selectively checking Companies House to see when you registered at Companies House. So if you go on a course and you're told to set up your limited company, and you set it up, and you get some stuff in place, but certainly not HMRC, or you're told you can co-source with us, the training company, or you go on social media and you're told find a fully compliant sourcer and you can co-source with them and piggyback on their compliance. HMRC are wise to this, and they're checking Companies House to see when your company was registered. They take it that if your company is registered, that you've been trading. Yes, you heard it right. HMRC may go to Companies House and check when you registered your company. And the level of the fine issued is dependent on the length of time between you registering your company at Companies House and registering with HMRC. They'll take it that you've been trading. And legally, you have to have full compliance in place to operate a sourcing business, regardless of what anyone tells you. Are they going to pay you fine if they're wrong? So, 3 sourcing agents that we're aware of have received these fines through the post. Each of them were told that they could register their companies and co-source until they had the cash to register with HMRC. They decided to register with HMRC. HMRC for each of them checked when they'd initially registered their company at Companies House, and they got letters in the post informing them that HMRC believed that they'd been training without being registered, which was in breach of money laundering regulations, and they were issued with the fines. So, a bit of a story for you. A sourcing agent had had training, a training company in the UK, on deal packaging, sourcing, whatever the course was called. That trainer stated, you don't have to bother getting compliant if you don't have the money. Co-source with my company, this is the trainer. And find my investors deals, I will share the fee with you, build the money up and then get compliant. The sourcer did this with the trainer, then decided that they wanted to go solo because they didn't want to share the fees anymore. So registered with HMRC and started going through the process. HMRC immediately issued them with a fine of £1,500. Now I know you're saying, if that person was trading, why wasn't the fine higher? That person was fortunate because they hadn't traded and shown cash coming into the business accounts. They'd done it on a personal basis. but they still have the £1,500 fine. HMRC are checking Companies House. HMRC have the ability to go to Companies House and filter for particular SIC codes and check to see which of those companies are not registered with them that should be. So don't be one of those people that are caught out. Don't trust what anyone says. Don't trust what I say. This is your company, your business, your responsibility. Go off and research it for yourself. This is not the law according to Tina Walsh. This in particular is the anti-money laundering regulations according to HMRC, and they will fine. But there are ways of dealing with it, and that is saving up, getting all of your full compliance in place, understanding exactly what you're doing, and running a professional, legal and ethical sourcing business.